Hey guys, this is Calvin and another video for That Fashion Dude's YouTube channel, and I know what you're thinking. It's been like 12 and a half years since you uploaded a video last, and that's okay because I don't get paid to do this. So, first of all, I would just like to point out that I am wearing what has become my favorite sweater of the season, which is, or jumper, my bad, for all of the British people out there. This is this crazy printed thing that I got from H&M, and it's totally ridiculous, but I think that's why I like it so much, because it totally fits my ridiculous personality. Yeah, that's it. You probably don't care. I just felt the need to point that out to you, that I really like this sweater, and it's one of those things, though, I think that by the end of the video, you're actually going to sit there and you're going to be like, that sweater is dope. I need it for myself, but you can't get it because it's not online no more. But anyway, since I'm back in a video, I wanted to kind of talk about the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, and all of that stuff. And if you're like moi, you are going to be staying at home this holiday season. And I guess I could say, luckily for me, I live in New York City, which is, you know, it is a great place to be, you know, if you want something to do over the holidays. But it can also be really sad or depressing, because if you're like me, you want to go home, which is where you're from originally. And you know, the holidays, for what they're worth, it's great to spend with your family if you like your family, and I actually really like mine. But anyway, if you can't go home, I've decided to, you know, write down a few things that you could do if you're going to be in the city for the holidays. So, the first thing that you can do is record an album like Beyonce and then drop it New Year's morning. I have roommates, but my roommates are probably going to be gone for Christmas, which is perfect because then I can actually record the album full voice and no one will hear it, and like Beyonce, no one will hear it until I'm ready. The second thing you can do is actually read a book. And it's so funny because I speak to a lot of people and I talk to a lot of people, and they say how they just don't have any time to read. And it's so weird because as they're telling me that they don't have time to read, they're also on their phone looking at Instagram, or they're tweeting, or they're Facebooking, or something like that. And I recently said in a blog post, I said, you know, you'd be surprised at how much free time you'd actually have if you put your phone down and actually picked up a book instead. So I've got two books that I actually want to share that I think are really cool. The first one is Then We Came to the End by Joshua Ferris. Let's see if you can get that. Then We Came to the End. And it's this really good book about essentially the economy crashing, and this company goes through all of these, you know, sessions of layoffs, and in the book all the characters are kind of wondering when they're going to be next, if they're going to be next. It's a great read. I love this author. I love this book by this author. I'm not really fond of his other material. And the other book I think is really dope is 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. Hopefully I'm saying that right, and hopefully I'm not offending any people. I'm reading it right now, and I'm only about 1/4 of the way through it, but it's basically about two people. They don't know each other at this point and where I'm at in the book, but it's two people and they're going through their life. One is an assassin, one is an author, and I'm more fond of the female character, the assassin, because she's so weird, and apparently really ugly, but beautiful at the same time. It's really weird. But anyway, read a book. This is like a phone book, but a good book. Like the Bible. Except it's got sex. And like threesomes. Although I don't know if the Bible has threesomes. I've never read it. Maybe you could read the Bible. The third thing that you could do is you could actually set up an OkCupid account and go on a date. It might be the right time for you to find love in the city. I'm sure there's going to be some other sad, lonely fool in the city that also wants to talk to someone. other than their camera lens like I'm doing right now. If you do actually end up going on a date over the holiday break, you probably shouldn't, smush the other person. You should best wait for the new year. Feel like you guys have gone through something substantial. You met, you had a holiday, you guys lasted into the new year, and then put out. Knowing myself, I would probably put out before the first date is even over, but don't listen to me. Again, single. Still. Something else that you could do is you could actually go to the movie theater, and I'm gonna be doing that twice on Christmas Day. So instead of opting for going on a date with a real person, I'm gonna go on a date twice by myself. Try and stay away from any movies that are depressing or sad or romantic, or anything that has like any joy in it, because that's only going to make you feel worse about yourself, about not being with people that you love. I always think that if you're sad and alone, it's therapeutic to watch other people get maimed and shot and stabbed and killed, because then it's kind of like you are, tearing down the frustrations in your heart. Once everyone's dead and the blood's dried up, you can get up and go home and you feel a little bit better about yourself. Is that weird? So those are a few things I think you can do over the holidays if you're going to be stuck at home, and I would love to hear from you guys to see what you're going to be doing. So you can comment in the section box below, you can tweet me at @thatfashiondude, or you can just keep your thoughts to yourself, because at the end of the day, only mine matter. I am so ridiculous. Don't you love this sweater? I'm practicing for when I record my album like Beyonce to release it on SoundCloud, even though I don't actually have a SoundCloud. If you put your mobile device, what is device? And when you think about it, these goals are, not goals, that was the last thing I was talking about. Not gonna put that in there. I think I'm over it. Okay, it's good, it felt good, right? Did you like it? Because I loved it.